Welcome, friends and family, to the marriage of Shaun Markham and Ronnie Workman. We are here to celebrate the love that has brought this wonderful couple together and to share in their joy this special day, their wedding day. I'm Carolyn Wilson, and I'm truly honored to get to be a part of this day. It's a huge honor to get to officiate the unity of two of my best friends. I'm not a minister or a rabbi or a priest by trade, and I honestly don't think any of those people would have me anyway. I became ordained because I believe so strongly in equal rights of all people, gay, straight, black, or white. I'm so thrilled to be able to marry my friends who have been waiting 28 years for this day to happen. And while a wedding requires a special ceremony, just as we have here today, the actual marriage of these two loving souls has already occurred in many ways and will continue to occur in many others as they share their lives together. You have been a part of this journey that has brought these two together, and you will continue to be an important part in their evolving marriage. When the three of us met to plan this day, what was expressed over and over again by Shaun and Ronnie was a great desire on their part for you to know how much you are loved and what your presence here means to them today. You have been invited here today not only as honored guests, but for Shaun and Ronnie to express their love and appreciation to you. In the dominant culture of today, I trust we all understand that opinions differ regarding occasions such as today. Consider that there was a day that interracial marriage was so considered unacceptable. And even today, there remain some people so steeply entrenched in religious belief system that should the son or the daughter marry outside of that system, it could be deemed unacceptable. Of course, same-sex marriage are to some either something to pray about and march to Washington, D.C. to make sure that they happen, or something to pray about and march to Washington, D.C. to make sure that they don't. So today I'm asking everybody here in attendance to join Shaun and Ronnie in celebration of this day, regardless of any opposing personal beliefs. This ceremony will go on until about 11:30 for some of you, and for the rest of this evening, I simply invite you to make a commitment to focus only on the love that exists between these two souls and nothing else. Please hold any negative thoughts in your hearts and minds throughout this time while we celebrate the love that these two have for each other. Do I hear an amen? Amen. We're talking about love here. Y'all can do better than that. Amen. They support. All right, Shaun and Ronnie. I affirm the loving presence of all creation is flowing through and through each of you, not only today, but always. And I know that you are blessed with abundant and everlasting good throughout your days together. Together you will grow, bound not by a love that holds you in a bond of obligation, but one that expresses pure, unconditional love. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful. It is not arrogant or rude. Love does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrong, but rejoices in the right. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. And of course, love never ends. And you, Shaun and Ronnie, have come to know this love as you join together in this union of marriage. Okay? I'm going to... Who's Carly?
She's Carly too. She gets confused.
I'm confused. Come up, Carly. Come share.
It's my niece. I use that.
My name is Carly Priest. I'm, as we call him, Bubby Shaun. I'm his niece, and I'm going to share a poem with you today. You have known each other from the glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making commitments in an informal way. All of the conversations that were held in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks. All those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will and you will. All those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe. And all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All those common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher. For you have learned much more from one another these past years. Shortly you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, "This is my husband." I love you.
I love you. Thank you. Love you.
I love you.
Shaun and Ronnie have written the vows you're about to hear. So in just a moment, I will step aside and turn the service over to them. Shaun and Ronnie, we come to your promise to each other for marriage and the giving of the rings. These promises you are about to make for your marriage were created through your hearts, and so I invite you to put a ring on your husband's finger as you now affirm your vows.
You go first. Golly. I didn't write that much.
Let me take this day to affirm my love in front of my friends and family. And let me say that I want you to be my husband and to be with me always. You are the man with whom I choose to spend the rest of my life, and I'll stand by you forever. In this journey, I will always hold your hand and always be there. Today I want to make a promise to you and to myself in front of our friends and family. To love and honor, to protect and respect you always. I promise not only to love you forever, but also love you every day. I promise to be there for you when you need me and also be there when you don't need me. I vow that you shall be the most important person in my life and that no one will ever stand between us. This day will always be special to me. I love you, Shaun.
My turn. I did not write that much. I'm in trouble. Ronnie, 28 years ago you captured my heart by being exactly who you are. The sweetest, most loving, compassionate, and sensitive person I've ever known. You have been my best friend through the good and the bad. You have been the reason that I smile and that you have given me comfort when I've cried. You have believed in me when no one else would. And you have shown me how you love with passion, purity, and unconditional acceptance. I'm not sure a life is long enough to return all that you have given me, but I promise the rest of my days that I'll spend them with you. Together, we are better than we could ever be apart. And today, I give you my love and trust. You will always be the best part of my day.
Difficulties. Okay. Shaun and Ronnie, in accordance with the law of our land, and in the company of all those in attendance today. Put your rings on.
Oh, yeah. You do yours first. Is it this one? This one? This one? Thank you. That's pretty.
In accordance with the law of our land, and in the company of all those in attendance today, I now pronounce you husbands for life.